Oh. Let's see. This is second day of my streams of doing daily games I haven't played.
San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them.
Interesting.
They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
My God. Read-only memories. Once again, I'm going blind into this and I have no idea what to expect. So I think that is the beauty of it. So, can I go now? First of all, drop the sound a bit. New game.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves
I think
hybrids
that might
walking
be
the
actually,
streets, looking less
might actually be
human
reasonable.
every day.
That there would be something
However,
like this in
some
2064.
can't keep up with the fast-paced changes
Something like
around them.
42 years away. So a lot can change
They
in
say
that
that
time.
ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress,
did I not just
fearing
watch
that unchecked technology will
My
make
bad.
us lose the very things that make us human.
Prologue. San Francisco outer sunsets. Home sweet home. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Oh, that didn't last long. Musty might be a better descriptor. So... Okay, so it's a point and click adventure. Tiny... Small plastic ID card with your name, picture and stats. But you can talk to them. Smart headphones are enjoying your voice in high definition. Look at Berg's Ultra Beats headphones, the ultimate in budget audio. You better try them out so you can start crafting your review. Oh. I'm a reviewer of some sort? Here goes the two items. Smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. Sink. You don't know exactly what that ooze is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. Oh, that sounds bad. What if I talk to it? You ask the blob in the sink not to loiter, but it bubbles up at you. Turn on sink? Pouring water might just make it worse. Yeah, I agree. What do we have at fridge? Mustard half full, spoiled milk, 10 days past. Oh god, that's horrible. Well, I'm sure it's Lappy. Computers, what progresses the story? I don't want to do that yet. Stack of paper for your unpublished novel. Talk to stack of paper. Most people write to talk on paper. You just talk to paper. Blank paper. Folding. Yep. So, what if I use the headphones? Hold on, there's nothing to read or hear. Sheet of paper. Is there anything in here? Single piece of loose unsorted paper lies on the ground. Let's talk to it. Page only holds the opinions of its author. This one's blank. What if I talk to this? Thanks for the tunes. Maybe one day they'll get released on Vape's music. What does it mean? Your friend Hayden gave this to you. The group is old, but the music is timeless. That's what he said at least. That's what he said. What if I do this? That's the post and Waymo begins playing. What about the window? Everyone allows a vertical sliding window. Slide currently broken. Window being propped open by that book. Alright. Maintenance request pending. Adjust window. Despite the smell, keep the window open. Better to have gross air than no air. Besides, the window's broken. Well, fair enough. What this plant? This plant is in pretty bad shape. Isn't this supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of? Well, careful. The poor thing is more fragile than a snowflake. Drink coffee? See what the old stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear still. It's also really gross. Alright, let's continue. Lap is a bit of a relic. You have an article due tonight. Oh no, better finish it before bed. Alright, so... Journalogy? Compose? You should try out the GX Ultra Beats a little more before you write a video. Yeah, true. Oh, it came in achievement. We don't learn piano thing. Not bad. How many are there? 3. No, 3. Oh yeah, this is this one. Does it have anything else in it? So... Oh, there's a door. Well, at least you feel safe behind this newly installed security door. What if I use this headphones on the door? Sleek hums and blips. Sounds secure. Okay, that should be enough testing for a headphones review. Your accountability remains intact. Right away. Okay. Let's go. Now we can compose. Alright, time to get work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul, bit by bit. Character by character. Finished. Really? Now to send it off to the editor. A big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal. Surely. Well, I mean... At least he's being optimistic. Work is finally out of the way, time to bed. Or you could read some OK today and catch up on some news before your sleep. Yeah. Back. Sure, let's read. Current events article. Journal Nova, sports article, local news article. Let's see. Human Revolution remains vigilant in #StayHuman protests in Upper Market. December 19th. The Human Revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside various Genus clinics around the city, including those in the East Bay and down the peninsula. Genus, the gene splicing treatment facility, has been met with much controversy since the organization reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Genus employee Mort Crane spoke to OK Today exclusively. According to him, most Genus workers are up in arms, claiming they are being terrorized in their own city. We're here to help people who need gene therapy, for their own personal reasons, whatever they are, said Crane. Individual rights have always been of paramount importance to us, he continued, and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or require. Human Revolution stands behind their claim that Genus is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. The group feels that the goals stated by Genus, in addition to newer cybernetic technology, are warping humanity into a very scary dark future. Fair. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We were born human. Who are we to mess with our genes and start turning everybody into who knows what? Said one protester who asked to remain anonymous. It's ridiculous and scary. It's not human. I mean, I can understand that point of view. More information to follow as the story delves late into the holiday 2064 season. June, Valmer, Anna. Okay. Alright. I think I'm good. Let's go to bed. I'll look at it first. Home within your home. Nothing like curling up under those blankets and escaping away for a while. What if I talk to? This bed only chats back when you sleep talking. It's not the most well-designed function. Yeah, let's go sleep. Oh, shizzle. Who's this?
Good, you're finally awake.
Oh, good, I don't have to. You're finally awake. What is this, a Skyrim reference? Good thing I don't have to read those.
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
Whoa.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my microactuators. So I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit.
Thanks, I guess.
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
What, is my computer too old? How did you get in here in the first place?
I came in through the door, of course. The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious.
So my secure door is clearly not secure.
It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code.
Only.
It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the SecuGate M/14723-B.
Damn it. I knew my landlord was full of it when he said it was the best.
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you.
Thanks.
I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken. And that you left it open.
A Windows lock is broken?
Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary bolt head I am not equipped to remove. I took the liberty of filing a maintenance request with your building superintendent.
Did I already do that? Like before all of this?
Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 working days to complete the repair.
16 days? Man,
not quite to my standards.
Same. You know my dog's birthday?
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience. The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Wow. What are you? Their Sales rep? What's that about my computer?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware.
Great.
An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have the newest computers, man. All my work was on there.
Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash.
I guess that's good.
Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs. It is
okay.
the least I can do.
That's nice, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous.
Fair.
I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
Hayden, my friend. Hayden? You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in over a year. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here.
Oh, snap.
Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
Thanks. Slow down, just start from the beginning.
The beginning. Okay, yes, I can do that.
I wonder how far is he going to go?
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Why am I your best hope?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book.
Sorry, guys.
Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me.
Understandable.
And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
What? I never looked for a missing person, but I could try.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
Oh, come on. You don't have to barge into my apartment to fudging accuse me of things. We'll see about that.
Don't worry. If Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable.
Thank you.
If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Agreed. Was anyone out for Hayden?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert. But he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked.
I feel like Hayden is involved in some shady business.
It's not as though he has any obvious enemies.
You sure about that?
There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Why would they want Hayden?
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped.
Might be.
I suspect it has to do with me.
What have you done? Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it?
Ah, excuse me.
Excused?
I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before.
Alright.
I am Turing.
Turing?
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments.
Ah.
He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his.
I see.
Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him.
Yeah.
Either to stop his research or to take it and use it for themselves.
I think the latter. How are you any different from any other ROM?
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic.
Alright.
As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me.
So you're basically like a human, but in machine form.
But despite my ability to self-modify my code,
Yes.
I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance.
Can
Did he
understand that.
only program me with the illusion of free will?
Oh, it's getting deep. How would you know? One way or the other?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
Yep, sure got deep real fast. I think we're getting a little too philosophical. Yep, I agree.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Apology accepted. Well then, I guess we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the AutoCab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Wow. I can totally afford that. Lead the way. It's interesting so far, I'll give him that. Hayden's apartment.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Which one is his? Perhaps maintenance robot took care of it?
It's possible.
But
Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully.
Alright.
Oh, a lucky break.
What?
It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
You made your point about the door. Let's just hit it. Doesn't look like there was much of a struggle.
I'm not surprised.
No?
Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Please don't threaten me. Please don't.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people.
Okay.
The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Alright, you're going on a tangent again, mate. Very clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though.
Yes.
I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense.
But
I...
Yes. Well, I think he did the right thing by escaping since Hayden asked him to, so...
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Clue time. Plant. This plant is doing much better than the one at home. Oh, what a big surprise. Use the headphones. It's bad manners to listen in on other people's plans. Oh, okay. Also, based on your track record, it's for the best. Okay. Chill. Photos. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world. Working in a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. The sentiment is understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon. I might. What if I... Wow. Comparing an ID picture to a nice photograph. Not so good for your self-esteem. Okay. ROM parts.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
Well, I mean, if he enjoys it. What reason would you have for taking this? You don't even own a ROM. Look, I'm just going through all the things. A ROM only needs a few bars to get a voice like Turing has. Maybe this one's better as it is after all. Seriously, can't get rid of your writing. I wasn't trying to get it off, man. I'm just going through all the options.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords.
Oh, shoot. Just a moment. I have to fix my webcam. It's too lorg. Well, it's kind of in a bad spot anyway. Well, you can hear it, so I guess it's fine.
This window here is where I escaped from.
Okay.
It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
So how did you survive? How did you get down?
I took the fire escape.
Oh, you're so proud of yourself. Of course you did. Long way down, better be careful out on the balcony. I'll check these for memory card. Looks like an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read. Probably the computer. Memory card. Okay. Broken deck. ROM component and Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Busted. Must have dropped it in the skirmish. Yep. King consoles. If few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. It's a Mega 16, a Dural, and even a Family Link. Use game. Again, the strength of the temptation we resist. So you'll probably become a rad video game wizard now. Huh. Use an item on TV. Zoom to the TV and listen to boring news in high def. Television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech banter, Ted's Code Tips, Augmented Eye. CML references. Use TV. There are no buttons on the screen and there's no need to watch TV, right? Of course there is, silly.
That's Hayden's computer.
Yes?
Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM. But desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Okay. Do you know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Oh, is it so good? Of course you can't, that would be too easy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU.
Huh.
Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Can't you just download the knowledge from the meshnet?
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert.
Fair enough.
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down.
Yeah,
I lack that ability.
We're incapable of that kind of creative leap.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds,
Yes?
I just don't think I'm very good with computers.
What?
I do seem to have some skill with painting, though.
Bravo.
Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Fair enough. Let's get back to searching. That was a long talk about looking at a computer. Use computer. I have no idea how to log in. Yeah, I do. Can plug this in. Oh, doesn't fit, no compatible slots, huh? No. So if my TV, no. Oh, why did I miss this?
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
What is it? Tablet.
Ah, that device.
You sound so disappointed.
I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. The memory card slot is empty. It seems to be a match for the memory card you discovered. We can't use it without the card. Go ahead and insert it.
What? Oh, just a sec. Fade in and out of you. Let's see. Put the thing in the doohickey. Okay.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections.
Probably.
If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
It's good to have backups. Tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really.
Well.
I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district.
Stardust.
I'll mark it on your city map.
I have a city map? Cool.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character.
Yep.
Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
My city map? Yeah, exactly. I have a city map.
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We
Okay.
shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you.
Damn, I really like this music.
For
Good works.
example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions.
Oh boy.
This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Well, you're certainly excited, so I guess it might be. Don't you know literally everything about me already? You know my first dog's birthday? Yeah, exactly. Don't sigh at me.
This is just how things are done. I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program.
Fair.
So, here we go! Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system.
Oh, that's what LIPS is, Live Intelligence Processing System. Gotcha.
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
No. Well, I guess I'll go with... What do...
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Oh, more options. Yeah, I think I'll just go with he, him, his.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns.
Thank you.
Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
Diet. Oh, more. Omnivorous, vegetarian, halal. Kosher, gluten-free, vegan, alcohol. God damn it, touring.
Diet
that's
set
very
as
nice.
omnivorous. Are you sure?
That's correct.
Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review.
Here's what you pronounce on he, him,
Does that sound right?
Tried the omniverse. Sounds right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, that was relatively painless.
Yes.
You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
I don't think there's anything else to do here, so let's go.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better. It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here. Let's head back to your home.
Let's go. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Well, it's highly possible I won't be playing this after the 3 hours, but I'll save. Chapter 1. Itchy. Hey, it's almost Christmas.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
Not
Have
surprised.
you been overwatering it?
Possibly. Don't plants need a lot of water?
It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Wow. Plant's named Quilty. I got it from a friend a couple months ago.
How thoughtful of them! The Crassula ovata, also known as the Jade Plant, Money Tree, Lucky Tree, or Friendship Tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant.
Lots of names.
They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck.
Ooh.
Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you want me to do about the plants?
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon. You just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it. Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had.
Oh, sure. Whatever you want.
Excellent. The supply should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing.
Yes.
When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health. There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the studies was a bit shaky, so it could all be rank superstition.
It might do. Time to give the landlord another call.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office.
Well, thanks.
And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through.
Damn it.
I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Ooh. Damn.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe? I will continue to formulate a stratagem. Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn.
Nice.
It'll really pull the whole room together. You know, once we get the sink fixed. Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat.
Okay.
We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Let's go. So... That's Stardust. This is home. Let's get going.
Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth.
No, they're lying.
From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside, and some answers.
Well, I guess I'll be in it. 2062 this CR4 coupe, perfect for letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car. You tell the car to stay parked. Doesn't recognize your voice, doesn't respond. Different means, same outcome. Still a victory for you. Yes. Yes. Can I listen? Not for us, yes. Says group starts playing as you approach the vehicle. Come to our new San Francisco ZIS dealer. If Wizaki Pete can't save you credits on your next ride, then you'll get a free ticket to an upcoming Neo SF49ers game. Cool. Can I use it? You push the car, That's it. Okay. I don't think I wanna try everything, so.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
Hug bouncer. You try to hug the bouncer, but he pushes you back with a cold glare. Oh, come on. Everyone needs a little bit of affection.
Welcome to Stardust.
Thanks. Oh, can I just go in?
Hold up there. Got ID?
Sure do.
Alright, looks good to me.
Can I now go in?
Welcome to Stardust.
Thank you.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
Don't think so. Nah, not my kind of zone.
It does seem to be a bit boisterous for your taste, at least from what I know of them. Still, the noise and the crowd should help keep our investigation clandestine.
Let's hope.
Anyway, where do you think we should start?
Let's check the bar.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
Let's not get handsy.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Sure, but first, let's get you a drink. What'll it be?
Fine. Maple you closer. Doggies and cream. Onyx rum. Or rusty nail. Butch flower. Blue fairy. PT. Subtle bitch. Michelada. Sour apple tinny. Gut punch. Netherworld. Oh my god, there's a lot. Antarctic harvest. Natasha Allegri. Spicy gentleman. Blue boy. Wiener juice. Canopy. 7 minutes. Sober Jeffer. Modest Connie. Ingredients and ratios. Sunshine cloud. DMF. Oh my god. Most sugar rush. Effing I don't know. Royale. Oh, I'm not actually good. Whiskey Rita. Sickly Sky. Air drink. Den svenska björnstammen. I know a bit of Swedish, so. Rusted lace. Green tea. Scotch drop and roll. Bionic femme. Groggy nog. Oh my god. Sazerac tastes like orange whiskey. Yeah, look, I'm just gonna... Oh my god, there's so many. Oh. I'm gonna take the effing I don't know. Where was it?
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in there?
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Mint flavored soda with a swig of gin.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, sure.
Ah, alright, you got it. Coming right up.
That actually does sound pretty good. Effing I don't know. Thanks.
Now, what is it you need to know?
Ask for Hayden or Tomcat. I'm meeting a Tomcat. Do you know where they are?
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to.
Oh, hell.
I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet.
Fair.
Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking.
We're looking for Hayden Weber. Do you know him?
Hayden. Scientist guy. Does some kind of computer research at Parallax.
That's him.
Pretty sure I know who you're talking about, but I don't think he's around here tonight.
Well, yeah, I know
The place
he's not
doesn't
here.
really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure. I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him. I'll let you know.
Yeah, thanks for the drink.
Enjoy yourself. And don't be a stranger.
What a charming fella. Oh. Guess this is the dance floor? The party never stops at Stars. Open 24 hours a day. These fancy tables have little touchscreens where you can order drinks from the bar and browse the menu. Okay, let's talk to this.
Yes, can I help you?
Maybe. Looking for someone named Tomcat. Do you know where they are?
Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped.
Okay.
So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising.
Cutie cruising.
And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt.
Okay. Got it. Good luck.
It may surprise you coming from a nasty hybrid, but I actually don't need luck. Even genotypicals flirt with me. Not like I want them to.
Oh my god.
And I don't know where Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere.
I'm trying to. Chill.
Sorry, did you say genotypical?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to.
Fine, I'm bouncing before you throw up a hairball.
What the hell is your problem?
Nothing.
You wanna spew that shit? Join the protests outside Genus. I'm sure those ass butts will love you. Now get
I mean,
lost.
you get what you give, man. Oh my god. Fine, just don't get my way if you see them. Not gonna
Yeah,
push
alright,
them.
whatever. Just get moving.
Hey there. I heard you were looking for me.
Are you Tomcat?
Yours truly, though. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly.
Sorry.
I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh?
Nah.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
A friend of ours, Hayden, has gone missing. We found a note saying he was going to meet you.
Hayden's missing.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's one way to sour my night.
Well, shit.
I already saw you got his little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me?
Is she a close friend of Hayden's?
Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
Hmm.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation.
Maybe it'll be
Hayden
revealed.
never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league.
Hmm.
Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with?
Tell us about yourself.
Oh, sure. You may have even heard of me in the news way back when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers.
Ooh, naughty girl.
Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal.
Why not both?
Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige.
Why hack into Parallax?
Huh? To see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government.
So, which was it? Kid genius or malicious criminal?
I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow.
Fair enough.
Mostly. Sometimes.
Not most of the time.
Oh, who am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave.
What's the deal with the accent? Are you from the south?
Raleigh, North Carolina, dog.
Oh, Raleigh.
Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down. Still, this ain't a bad town for a southern gal. Lots of clothes. I had to get a third walk-in closet.
How did you know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
See. What was Hayden working on?
Mostly that little bot you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turing is all I knew about.
The computer runs on Lips OS. I didn't know ROMs did too.
Ooh, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is.
Huh.
It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Can you explain it like I'm a child? Please.
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private.
Alright.
It's handy in dense population areas like NeoSF, since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck.
Yuck. Do you know why he may have gone missing?
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Oh, snap.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, ooh, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence.
Yeah.
I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
Why is the woman giving me such a hard time?
Oh, don't you worry about Jess, none.
Jess.
She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. 'Cause, well...
Well, because people are assholes?
Whew, they are. Especially the hybrids, though I think it's more the way they look than the way they act. Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places. She does owe me a favor, or three, but I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
Nah, no need. Okay, so how do we find Hayden?
Yeah, I'm not real sure, huh?
Wow, much help.
But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself.
I guess that's fair.
Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find. The data cache would be the best place to start.
Alright, I'll come back when I have the data cache.
Good luck. Turin, you keep out of trouble.
Yes, please. Yeah, I think I'll just go. Oh, shoot, I forgot to drink. I didn't realize it was going to be an item in my inventory. Hayden's apartment. Let's go.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
Heck. That's my friend's place. Is everything okay?
I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen.
Listen, I really need to get in there.
That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo-SFPD personnel may enter. I am required by law to inform you that I am set at Level 2 guard mode, and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate.
Oh.
I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
So how are we gonna get in?
We should go ahead and get moving.
Yeah.
Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
Nope. I do have a contact inside the Neo SFP. Do I? Do I though?
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Lexi. She's kinda new to this jurisdiction, but she'll talk to me.
Give me a moment.
Alright. Let's hope it'll work.
Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister.
I have a sister? Can I...
I must have
Okay, I
missed
can
that
use
link in
Facebook.
your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence.
Well, sorry.
It makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
Sorry?
It's okay. We'll work on it.
I thought that was meant more like this. Excuse me?
Well,
Okay.
setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak.
Ooh.
A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
That would be Detective Rivers, Turing.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
If you want to keep all your teeth, yeah.
I don't even have any teeth.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now lead the way.
Police station at the city map. Alright, let's go there. Go, go, go. The near San Francisco police station for the Richmond district. The sort of charm of, well, any other old police department. Needy 64 police unit that attends the front desk. Can I use the headphone? Chair of the new SFPD police stream those areas. Is this even legal? Yeah, probably not. If I touch him. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea. Yeah, I know. I'll do it anyway.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Tell her it's what?
Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way.
Oh, cool.
You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care.
Why?
She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with?
My friend's apartment is being cordoned off. Can you tell me why?
I apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to comment on ongoing investigations. I will pass your concerns on to the detective in charge.
Yeah, thought as much.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Is there anything you can tell me that's newsworthy?
I am not authorized to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human interest topic. Perhaps you could look around there. Feel free to note the assistance of the Neo-San Francisco Police Department in your article. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't think I'm gonna write an article about this. No thanks.
Have a good day, citizen.
I'll just be going. GG bug. What's water rum?
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Sure.
Sure
The
thing.
water.
Please wait. Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the...
Raw recycling for Greener Earth Foundation.
I'm good.
All right. Please have a nice day.
Thanks for not pushing it on me. I guess this is Lexi.
Do you think I'd look nice in that hat?
Sure. Wouldn't hurt to try. I'll take you shopping sometime.
I'd really love that.
Yay, friendship.
Maybe it would look better in orange or a green,
I don't know, you're already blue, so.
perhaps a mauve.
Mauve? What's mauve? Sorry guys, but I need to Google that. Mauve. A pale purple color. Okay. Let's just... Can I use the headphones? I don't think headphones go well with my head. Alright. Well, mixed feelings about this whole wearing a hat on a breezy day thing. Oh, so this is not Lexi. Looks like he's taking a photo of his ROM. Oh. Hey, could you take a photo of me and my adorably precious ROM? Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to say no, but sure. This is the park ROM. It's mine. Okay. What do I do with headphones with this? Cute headphones. Not as cute as my new ROM though. Oh, there's more to it. Froyo stand owner. A very distraught owner of a very destroyed Froyo stand. Oh, I see. Broken beat at Froyo stand. It was in the newspaper. You read okay today, right? Maybe? I read some like news events. Talk. The Froyo stand wasn't activated, but it was used. You can get Froyo today, the entire stand was destroyed. Well, yeah. Wait, Lexi's a dude. No, it is a her. Alright. You met her through your sister a while back, but you haven't seen her in some time until today. Maybe I shouldn't touch her.
Hey there. Long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand.
Oh, I do
By the
believe.
way, how's your sister doing?
She's fine. What's with the Froyo stand?
I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a froyo stand has to do with it. I guess it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, I mean, might be that guy's livelihood, so it's not light vandalism.
It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything.
Why are you looking at me like that?
If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred.
Why did you move anyway?
I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends.
What's the problem with you?
Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick. So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got.
Oh boy, have I got a case for
Be
you.
better than dealing with this crap.
I bet you.
Hold on one sec. Let me steal a break from this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on?
An old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing.
Oh shoot, that's no good. How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
Unfortunately, Detective, things aren't precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal Rob, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Damn.
Appreciate it.
All right then, I'll do what I can to open up an investigation. I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
Well, it's better than nothing. I was hoping we could keep this off the books.
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you.
Yeah, we need the data thing.
We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
Please.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh?
Well...
I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated.
No, it's only one button.
I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise.
There's no chill. Can you escort us into the apartment yourself?
No way, not gonna happen.
Okay, chill. There's no need to
If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not.
I just need the day to
At
try.
least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right.
Can't wait a day, they might not have that long.
Look, I'm taking this seriously, and so should you.
I am.
If Hayden is in real danger, you bumbling after whoever took him is just gonna get you killed. I don't need that kind of crap on my conscience.
You're going to put his life in danger because you don't want to stir the pot?
Damn it. You know that isn't what I meant.
Might be.
You don't even have proof there's dirty cops in on it, and I can't work off a hunch, not on an accusation that big.
No one said anything about dirty cops.
You think me feeding info to a journalist of all people isn't bad enough?
Okay, I'll be careful, Lexi. I just want to help my friend.
Alright, fine. I'll get you into the damn department.
Persuasion.
Just be careful, okay? I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now.
It's working.
With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe.
Weapon?
I still care about you.
Jesus. Thanks, Lexi. I'll be careful.
You do that. I'll radio ahead to the bot at the place. Let me know what you find out. Alright, I'd better get out of here. Hey you, Froyo guy. Come along to the station and we'll get this report filed.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
It's destroyed, mate.
What the crap? It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Lol. Yes, ma'am.
Later. I'll be in touch.
Thanks again, Lexi. You're the best. What's this?
This is the Sharon Art Studio, established in 1968. It is Neo SF's largest public art studio with classes and workshops for all ages.
Okay, cool. Can I go touch it? How can I enter? No time for art classes, there's a mystery to be solved. Okay, fair enough. Hidden apartment, let's go.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not
I have permission from Detective Lexi Rivers to enter here.
One moment, citizen, while I verify Detective Rivers' authorization.
It's legit, man.
Authorization obtained. Good luck with your investigation, citizen. I caution you to restrict your observations to the visual, though, as there has not been an officer in to check the scene personally.
Let's get in. What the hell? Pure. I don't know what that says. Damn. I can hear.
No. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? Why?
Jeez, does that actually look like Human Revolution graffiti?
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do.
Well, the computer's gone, so...
This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good?
This bad, yo.
What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Don't worry, Turing. We will find him.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst.
Isoko.
Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess.
Somehow I feel like
I don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
it's not gonna be here anymore. The view is marked by graffiti and splintered glass. Thick scum graffiti.
I think you're right about this being Human Revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target.
Why are they here?
I know they don't like parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
Ooh, deep mesh. The ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen. Someone took the time to methodically shred the power plant. Why? Bureaucracy. Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augmentation has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. I mean, nothing else. The disk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint.
I think the data cache is gone.
Yep, me too.
We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction.
Well, let's hope, because I have no idea what to do
The
now.
data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Yep. I mean, framing could be a thing. I'm inclined to not agree with them. Maybe they took it to delay Hayden's research?
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer.
Fair.
The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past.
Neo-druid nature.
Perhaps we could... Hey! What's wrong? No!
Oh no, what is happening? What is happening? Oh yeah, I forgot to say thing. Well, chapter 2, I guess? Yep. What was that? Chinatown Hospital. Well, blackout. I'm coming too.
Thank goodness you're finally awake.
Another Skyrim reference.
I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
My head is killing me. What happened?
Someone ambushed us at the apartment. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily.
Oh, this is getting interesting now.
Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
And actually, who do you think did this?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct.
So, the human revolution?
Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research.
Right.
Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
Probably. And why did they attack us and just leave?
If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Yeah. Maybe they want you to lead them the rest of Hayden's research?
A reasonable deduction. But if they don't yet have Hayden's research, we may still have time to rescue him before something really bad happens.
Did you see who hit us?
No, I didn't.
Dang it.
They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment.
I'm more inclined to think it was the former cloaking.
My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROMs, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again. Here are those headphones you reviewed.
Do I still have my water glass? A mug of water?
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
Thanks.
And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie.
Hey.
Looks like it got broken.
Ah.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Broken commemorative glass. Well, thanks, I guess.
Also, your bag got wet.
Yeah, no shit. Maybe we just
You're
throw the
right.
glass away.
You wouldn't want to cut yourself.
Bye.
Just let me know when you want to leave.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Who this? Where this? Medicom? All things Medicom. Good enough. I'm talking? Whoa! Who are you?
Sorry for being a nosy, Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
Familiar?
Has anything happened to him?
Should I really tell you? Who are you?
Of course, I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
Well, if Turing thinks he's legit, then I think he's legit.
See, I don't bite.
Might. Were you listening in on our conversation?
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof. However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other.
Perhaps.
I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance.
Maybe.
I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
Alright, let's see. You said former CEO?
Yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years.
Technicals.
The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time.
Sorry, I'm yawning. I didn't sleep very well last night.
We were
I
playing
do find this
fire,
quite interesting.
dangerous, morally ambiguous fire, and well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water. So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near-impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive,
Yes.
we had our share of disagreements.
Just a moment.
In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
It doesn't matter. How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger.
Actually, this is not probably good.
At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Do you know anything about Hayden's research? Good sir.
His research? No, not so much.
Not so much?
I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction.
Was it though?
He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations.
Who is?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
I am what?
Did you say she?
Yes. He was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink.
Cute.
Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she if you are spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be.
Sure,
If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
you, Dr. Fairlight.
Let me ask about something else.
Of course. Ask away.
What are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support run. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak.
Right?
It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable.
Are you dying?
I likely would have perished long ago without it, or
Yes,
at
you are
least would have
dying.
been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs.
Maybe he can help us too.
It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck. Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once. My appointment has been pushed back.
Well, their problems are bigger than yours, mate.
The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did.
I'm strong. How can you help?
I can think of a few ways.
No.
I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something. I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information.
Guess so.
Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here,
Yeah.
injured and losing our trail with each passing second. We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
Nah, don't feel like that.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
What do you want?
What do I want?
Many things.
It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company. Court prince and pauper alike. But right now,
Don't see it or
someone
serious,
I grew
please.
very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
But Turing, are you sure we can trust him?
I don't think we have any choice.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes?
Maybe.
It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful.
Ooh.
You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls. I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic. His name is Brian Mulberry.
Brian Mulberry. Alright.
After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
How do you know this Brian Mulberry?
Well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We work together to prevent a full deployment of the meshnet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously.
Duh.
Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
You're involved with the human revolution?
No, not in this lifetime.
No,
even if I so desired. I don't think they would approve much of my work.
Yeah.
While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the human revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards.
Yeah. Think so too.
While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman.
Oh, I know.
After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
Exactly. We should get going, Turing.
Of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing.
I've been hospitalized
I don't
long
think
enough.
Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yes, please.
You are one lucky dog.
Am I?
Didn't I tell you to be careful? Do you get it now?
I was careful.
I can't be around to pull your ass out of the fire all the time anymore. I don't even know how I would have handled the Board of Inquiry or your sister if you'd actually been hurt.
I'm sorry, Detective Rivers. Our assailant got the drop on us due to my negligence and lack of technical prowess. This is all because of my failure.
Oh, come on, don't blame yourself.
It's my fault.
Sure, because the robot fresh off the assembly line is going to know how to handle this kind of thing better than the supposedly hard-boiled journalist you're carting around.
Damn.
Well,
Sass.
to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing.
Loco.
Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal? First machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid.
Sorry.
You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink. Just get it together, both of you. I don't want you to get hurt, and it sounds like you're stumbling into a really dangerous situation.
My friend's in danger, man.
Plus, I'm starting to think that you were right.
Say it.
Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance.
Oh, snap.
Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor. The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right?
Right.
Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story. But when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case.
Why?
Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report.
Oh, come on. That's
As
right.
if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Huh.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another.
Nope. Just a sec. Okay.
These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
Froyo Stand 2.0.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Yep, it sure is a complicated situation.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence. Enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will. I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
Good girl.
Sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah. So stop messing around. There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't going to happen at this point.
Nope.
I've got a bad feeling people are going to end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy.
Please no dead people.
And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
Yes, I'll be careful. Sorry, Lexi, I'll be careful. Promise.
Yeah,
Pinky
yeah.
promise.
I know.
Okay.
Just here.
Nani? A gun.
Take this. Use it if you have to.
But only if I have to. Is this the same thing we get here with?
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolyzer pistol.
Okay.
It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air.
So, a stun gun?
Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety. This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in Neo-SF without a license.
Oh, cool.
The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system. That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target.
Huh.
You got lucky.
I told you to get a weapon, but you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
Oh, could have I gotten a weapon before? I kind of forgot about it.
I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
See ya.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
Is this Mr. Decker? Young man stands alone in a casual pose. Not much that's tangible there except that hair. Just let me touch you.
Hello, the name's Leon Decker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Fucking you. Oops.
Fairlight messaged ahead that I needed to pass one of his cards on to you. Here.
Card. Fairlight's card. Alright.
Thanks for taking your time with him. He really gets in one of his moods when the chair's getting fixed. The last gala he organized was full of unsavory types. He's probably happy to help folks whose pockets aren't deeper than their thoughts.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, boss said you'd have a few for me.
Did he?
I'm not really supposed to answer anything too private, but take your best shot.
What kind of work do you do for the Fairlights?
Oh, mostly gopher work, to be honest.
Gopher?
Started when I was just out of the military. I was looking for a gig from someone who wouldn't care that I was an army brat. North Korea made that hard. The old man pays me to guard his life, run a few errands for him, and play substitute arm candy at most of the charity galas. Not terribly exciting, but I've already had enough excitement to last me another 30 years.
Why do you think he's helping us?
You think sitting in that chair all day is very entertaining?
I'm sure it is.
You know, the old man's talked to me about the things he used to do in his glory days. I'm sure he told you about when he was the head of some big companies. He was cold, ambitious, and took down anyone with half a mind to get in his way.
Oh.
I think once he aged, he realized how lonely that kind of life can be. Helping people's the only way he can feel like he's still doing something. But hey, what do I know? I just spend all my time with him.
Oh, no smart. What's your story?
Probably not as exciting as you hope. I grew up in Montana, on a family farm. I didn't have my pa's farm hands, so I joined the military as soon as I could, like my grandpaps.
Grandpaps.
Came home looking to do something a whole lot quieter for the rest of my life. I didn't know at the time how boring quiet could be. But hey, I'll take it over getting shot at.
Yeah, good point. Thanks, man.
No problem. I'll be around if you know where to look. You have a good day now.
Thanks. Hoodies. Waiting here for my husband. Alright. Yeah, better not. So, where are my other stuff? Oh well.
Patient,
It's me.
my records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma. You should currently be in your assigned bed resting.
I'm good.
While I am truly delighted to see that you have regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room to be examined by a medical professional immediately.
I don't have time. Just run the paperwork for my release, please.
I must insist that you remain for treatment. A doctor has not determined the full extent of your injuries, and you may have lasting damage to your nervous system.
I insist.
Very well. I am prohibited by law from detaining you here against your will, patient.
Thank you.
But you should note in your release paperwork that
Yes.
willful early termination of medical services releases this hospital and its parent company, ZHC, from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of our care. Additionally, all test and medical data from your visit will be shared with our standard partners to help improve our services and offerings and to keep the price affordable. I am further required to inform you that this visit has expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated healthcare credits.
Oh wow. Well.
Lastly, you will be required to provide payment or proof of private insurance for any further visits for routine or emergency medical care. Please Please take care to fill out all forms thoroughly and accurately. And do have a nice day.
Your medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic.
Yeah, I bet.
You should look for more paying journalism work before you get shot again.
I'm not planning to get shot again.
Well, we're free to leave. Why not head back home first, yes?
Let's see.
I'm sure you'd like the chance to shower at least. For such a clean place, it sure seems to have left you feeling foul.
I guess. Physically, mentally, and journalistically refreshed.
You look good. If you're feeling up for it, we should go find Tomcat and tell them about what happened. They should still be waiting for us at Stardust. Let's not keep them waiting. Oh, by the way, while you were showering, I was able to replant your Crassula ovata.
Hey.
Don't forget to talk to it and give it some love. When I try talking to it, it doesn't even notice I'm there. Either way,
Okay.
our next move is Stardust.
Let's talk to it. Oh my god. Oh, you're such a miserable little plant, Tyler. You're such a cute little plant, Wilty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Jesus Christ.
With more of that, we'll surely be on the way to lush greenery in no time.
This action will have consequences. Probably. Oh, consequences now, eh? Yeah. So... Okay, so now I have those. Oh, that's good. Can I use this on him?
If you examine those headphones on the items menu of your Lips Type M mobile device, you will be able to play any kind of music you like.
Oh yeah, I kinda like this music. Back to Stardust. Can I just go in now?
Welcome to Stardust.
Yep, that's good. Bear Spartan. Oh yeah. Tomcat's up.
Hey y'all! How goes the search?
Not great. Hayden's apartment was forensic, then someone stole the data cache.
Shit. Well, I can't say I saw that one coming.
You mean boob? Not ish.
I figured that they'd nab anything they needed the first time they hit the place. Huh. Any ideas who it could have been?
The walls have been spray painted with many grotesque human revolution slogans.
Grotesque.
It is possible that Hayden was targeted by the organization for his work at Parallax. While my development may have been a secret, he is rather well known for his work on virtual intelligence data. A layman would not understand the critical differences between myself and a VI, nor do I think the average human revolution member would care to make the distinction. Equally likely, it is an effort to throw us off the trail of who's actually done this.
We talked to a Yannick Fairlight. He offered to introduce us to someone in the human revolution.
Right! Dr. Fairlight was very kind to point us in the direction of the human revolution protest leader. Hopefully, we'll be able to get to the bottom of this after interviewing him.
Same.
Yannick Fairlight? When'd you run into him?
What? Do you have some history with him?
Oh, we were ambushed at the apartment and got hit with some kind of neural stunner.
What? Are y'all okay?
Yeah, maybe we should have talked about it first.
Yes, we made it to the nearby hospital, and Dr. Fairlight happened to be occupying the same room we were placed in. We had a discussion with him about Hayden's situation, then came here.
Well, shit. Things sure are getting more serious than I first thought.
Why?
Y'all need to keep a sharp eye out. Being attacked means the bastards know you're looking now.
I'm confident in our ability to push on.
Boy. What do you know about Dr. Fairlight, Tomcat?
I can't say I know much about the man. Fairlight always was a bit of a shut-in, even back when he ran System 1, his old company. He didn't make any more public appearances after the merger between them and Parallax, but he was still working with them for 6 or so years past that. Nowadays, he shows up in the news once in a blue moon for some charity thing or another.
Just a moment. Adjusting my mic. There we go.
But, well, it's all just rumor, but I've heard he holds a grudge about it hotter than the Clantons after the Earps.
Ooh.
I'd take care to look this particular horse in the mouth real close if I was you.
Fair enough. We'll be careful of him.
Good. Now to lighten the mood.
Yes.
While y'all were chasing your tails, I managed to find a way into the Parallax network.
Ooh. Excellent.
Once I'm in, I should be able to dig out Hayden's personal info file easily enough, including anything related to him on all security clearance levels.
Ooh. Could be useful.
If Parallax is anything on Hayden's situation, it'll be in there.
Fantastic, Tomcat. I knew Hayden's faith in you was not misplaced. How long do you think it will take you?
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road.
Rubber meets the road.
Parallax actually has considerably better net security than the last time we cracked in.
Unsurprising.
I'm gonna need physical access.
Oh my lord.
I've got a good idea where a node for us to slice into is, but it ain't exactly in a nice part of town. In fact, police have basically wrote it off as a lost cause. Not enough profit in it.
What?
I know Jess has some contacts in that area.
Oh god. Alright.
She's that girl that chewed you a new rear when y'all first came here.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a tough sale, but she might be able to help y'all get in and out of that part of the city without ending up in a parts bin at an organ shop.
Why does Jess have contacts in that part of town?
You might not be able to tell, considering her viper's tongue and penchant for hitting the clubs harder than she's got any right to, but Jess is actually an attorney.
An attorney?
She specializes in defending people in violation of the Human Protection Act and does almost all of her work pro bono. That's earned her a whole gaggle of pals amongst the hybrid community around here, as you might imagine. Ain't no one gonna cross her in that part of town. Black market hybridization ain't exactly HPA compliant, if you catch my drift. And none of them ever know when they might need her to defend them in court.
Profit? It's really gone to shit since the police privatized.
Hey, we ain't got it that bad. I mean, at least our police force owns its own self. I hear down in San Jose, the richer neighborhoods have actually started hiring the gangs to protect their places.
What?
When even the rich folks can't get good police work, it's a sad state for everyone else.
Yeah, true.
And the less said about LA, the better.
Fun. I guess I'll go gravel hunter if she agrees to help me.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. That's what I say.
I need a little time to get all my tools together to slice into Parallax's network, but y'all keep me updated. Maybe y'all get lucky and find that data cache too.
Maybe y'all. Yeah.
But I I ain't gonna count on it. Jess is still hanging around here at Stardust, but I saw her head over to the VIP room.
Oh no.
It's hybrid night, and she's a popular gal. Just please remember to play nice, or her friends will pump you something fierce. I'll send Jess a message letting her know that y'all are looking for some assistance, and we'll see what happens.
For the best. Keep in touch, don't get.
Sure thing, huh? I've got to head on out of here and get started on setting up the run. Just have turn, let me know when y'all are ready.
Sure.
Oh, I see Jess over there behind some ropes.
Rope?
Let's go over and say hi to her.
I wanted to talk to the dude. Can I talk?
Oh, hell no.
Sorry.
Look, I'm really trying to have a good time today, and the Human Revolution crud muffins have made that very hard for me.
I know.
And your interrogation this morning took a bad day to worse.
Sorry.
I asked around about you, Journo, and I don't have anything to say to you. The last thing I need is you prodding at me without telling me you're press. Besides, the VIP section is only for hybrids and friends on hybrid night, and no way am I vouching for you. Hey, bouncer! We got a capital A asshole over here.
God damn it. Chill.
Let's go.
Ah, boy. Oh.
How rude. She didn't even give us a chance to explain ourselves.
I mean, I guess I was accidentally rude to her before.
We have to get back in there and try to be reasonable.
But how?
Surely she will see the importance of our task once we've explained everything. But that bouncer probably won't let us back in.
So,
Perhaps we should try befriending someone nearby and convince them to vouch for us?
well, it looks like a
It's
pepper.
a statistical long shot, but the worst case scenario shouldn't leave an excessive amount of physical damage.
Hello, partner. Hey, have you checked out makeup? Opera? Heard the machine was donated to Stardust recently, but it's been having problems since it got here. Hey, something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss, you know? Can I... Don't have to pay to play this? Okay. Hands off the joystick. Oh! Am I supposed to... Can you ride it to play makeup? Making dream. So supposed to just like shoot. This is interesting. I mean... Oh god. What? If I'm being honest, I don't really understand this thing. Guess I just... Oh god, I don't have charge. Oh god!
You died.
That was hard.
Still though, not a terrible showing for a human without implants.
Thanks. So Next one legend going around about Mega Phobetter that says if you reach the final screen you carry what you have seen with you. What? Room's acting weird. Computers powering on by themselves. Calls from no one. Spooky. Alright. Oh hey. Can I get another?
Welcome to Stardust. Need anything? My name's Majid.
Hey, now I know your name. Like a drink, bean.
What are you having?
I wanted the effing, I don't know.
Let me look up how to make that.
Well.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Oh, I got this, sweetie.
Aw, there are a couple.
Wait,
Wait, are they?
Sometimes I think I'm just holding up the bar rather than running it.
No, I just memorized all the drinks. You're better with the customers.
Teamwork.
Sorry, I don't think we've met before. I'm
Nope.
Gus.
Yes.
This one is...
Mint flavored soda with a swig of gin, yes. Simply a drink for folks who don't know what to order. That's me.
Thanks, son.
Hands up. Yeah, they are a couple. Sounds good.
Here you go.
Thank you. Can I now drink it? Have a look at it. I think there's... Okay. Drink. I've hit the spot. Do I still have it? Okay. Basically one shot. So let's see. Sorry, cutie. Not quite ready to play the room yet. Play the room? I'm gonna try to get another drink into me first. Maybe I'll get something spicy. Come hit me up later. Okay, so if I order something spicy...
Hey, good to see you back. What can I do for you?
Another drink.
What are you having?
This one maybe?
So many drinks these days.
I know.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Oh, I got this, sweetie. This
Let
one
Gus
is...
have 2 parts vodka, 2 teaspoons sriracha, 1 lemon twist, then finish with chili garnish. Damn, son. Tastes of fire with a hint of zest. And say. I don't know if anyone has played or seen someone play Little Misfortune, but...
Thanks, son.
I loved it so much. I watched Jacksepticeye play. So much fun. This is good.
Here you go.
Give me a drink. Give me my drink. Drinku. Spices and lemon. Want this?
Well, look who has good taste.
I know my stuff. Give him the drink.
I'm Sylvan. What's a wet drink like yourself doing here?
Wet drink. Whatever I feel like.
Well, thanks for the drink. The club is a little dead tonight, so it's nice to see a new face. You know anyone here?
Sort of. Just Tomcat.
Tomcat? That flashy computer kid? They're always here with a group of other geeks. Not really my type. Too busy looking at their toys to see anyone around them. Cute outfits, though. You meeting them here?
Already done.
Today, flying solo to get me.
Oh, I do.
I really do. Well, thanks for the drink, but I think I'm gonna play the room a little more. Maybe we'll run into each other again.
I'm not sure what play the room means, but sure. Someone gonna enlighten me?
Give me a few minutes, okay?
Alright. If I touch you.
Don't bug people, please. You'll get us in trouble.
Okay, okay. I know. How are you? Oh, hi. Sorry, I don't really feel like talking. It's been a long day. Maybe I have to have a few drinks in me. Maybe I'll get something a bit bitter. Alright. Guess I'm not giving you a drink as well.
You have a really cool ROM. How's Stardust treating you?
Not bad.
That's good. But we can do better than not bad. Let me know how we can help.
Sure.
Majid may not have a memory for mixed drinks, but he loves listening to his patrons' problems.
Huh.
You'll have to let me or him know if you need any help. We try to run a tight ship around here.
I'm not gonna ask him.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to this, but don't feel bad if you need to interrupt me for something.
Thanks, guys.
Sure thing. Enjoy the bar.
So, Majid.
Hey, good to see you back. What can I do for you?
More drinks.
What are you having?
I don't know what's bitter. It's like so many drinks. Like the main subtle bit. Drinking game. I'm sorry you can't really see them, but I'm basically just like going through these drinks. I mean, beer is kind of... Oh. Sour apple tea. Let's see what other things we have. Okay, now I've gone through them all. I think I'll try sour apple tea. It's probably quite close. Oh, I must miss.
Hey, hon, what's in that one?
This one is...
Sour apple tea is 1.5 parts vodka, 1 ounce sour apple schnapps, splash of melon liquor, and a squirt of lemon juice. A distinct sour taste. You may have seen Charlie from Star in the Stratosphere drinking this on his show. No?
Thank you, hon.
Sounds good.
Here you go.
Let's try this. Thanks, man. Have a drink. I hope you like it.
How did you know what I was planning on ordering? Well, at least keep me company while I drink it.
Sure.
I'm Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. My name's Watto. It seems like you were alone for a while.
I'm usually a lot more sociable. Things have just been rough today.
Care to tell me about it?
My brother's going through gene therapy. He still has to go in at least twice a week for health and maintenance.
Oh.
There are human revolution protesters outside the clinic, making it even harder for him. They're always outside, harassing anyone coming in.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
I'm sorry to hear it's like that.
No one else lives around here, so I'm kind of all he's got. But it's not a big deal. He'll be done with the main set of treatments in a few weeks, and we'll be free of them.
No biggie.
I just feel bad for everyone else they're messing with.
It's lucky to have you.
Aw, thanks a lot. I'm lucky to have him. So, there's plenty of people here. What made you want to talk with me?
No one should be that bummed at Stardust, and I had this drink.
Oh geez, this really is my favorite drink. I have to wake up early for class, but I'm at the club, so I guess I'm already too deep in.
Whoops. Everybody needs a break now and then.
Well, don't spread this around, but to blow off steam sometimes, I like to write short stories. Nothing too serious, just stories about people I know.
Kinda cute. Gonna write a story about me. Oh, do I have to?
We'll see. Hey, it's been really nice talking to you, but I kind of feel like dancing now. You want to come with me to the VIP area in the back?
Let's go!
I have some friends who might be over there. We can hang out with them. They'll like you.
Oh, I hope so. Let's go!
Great, let's go.
Didn't I say to beat it?
We're guests of Caitlin. She said we could join her.
Says you could join her? Question mark?
All right. But it's on her if you can't stay out of trouble.
Oh, I'm all good now. I can actually...
Hey!
Don't wanna talk to Jess now. Just chill with Caitlin.
You have an incoming call, priority marked as urgent.
Oh. Is it Lexi?
Well, hope you come by again.
No!
Excellent. Sorry for making up the call. I'm still getting used to the whole subterfuge thing you humans do.
Dude, I was...
However, we can take another run at having a conversation with Jess. We have a dragon to slay. Onward!
I was actually looking forward to... So, where's the save button? Save game is... I don't know, I guess I'll use mine now. God. Okay, I guess I can just load it. This goes to shit. Oh boy.
And you're back.
Yep. Sure am.
You know, as soon as I first saw you, I hoped you'd be dropped like a bad packet off the mesh net and I'd never have to see you ever again.
Come on.
So of course, I just got off the phone with Tomcat, practically begging me to help you out. You aren't so good at the long-term play thing, are you?
No. I think we got off to a bad start here.
You mean you don't stick both feet in your mouth every time you talk to a hybrid? Surprising.
Come on.
Let's just get one thing straight here. I'm only willing to talk to you because I owe Tomcat. I don't owe you shit.
True.
So if you want my help, you gotta do something for me.
Of course.
If you got a problem with that, tough. My neighborhood, my health, my rules.
I know. Sounds fair.
I need you to break up those human revolution protests. The ones at the Genus Clinic on Market Street. I'd like this handled with some stealth. Not that I expect you to know what discreet means.
Like all by myself?
Either way, just get it done. I got clients in the middle of treatment cycles, and this media circus is making their lives difficult. That means it's making my life difficult. Let the bastards go march somewhere else, like Washington. Not here.
I know it's not my business, but are you okay? You sound upset.
I'm just great. I'm peachy. My clients get harassed and beaten on the daily, I don't have the time or money to help them all, and I have jackasses like you bothering me on my one day off.
Sorry.
So, you gonna braid my fur, and we can talk about all our problems and boys we like?
Not telling me something.
Whoop-de freaking do, you figured it out. Well, fine. Have it your way.
My way?
You want to know what my deal is? You really want me to get sappy?
If you want to?
Skin cancer.
Oh.
Stage 3. My prognosis was so advanced that the doc said my bones were already lost.
Oh. I'm so
So I had
sorry,
to
I
do
didn't
something
know.
drastic. Completely restart my biology from scratch. You ever seen someone with a severe gene splice? From something freaky, like an insect? That's where hypertech began, you know. Where my therapy started. You can't imagine what it's like to have children cry from just looking at you. When people just see you and sprint the other direction.
I'm so sorry, Jess.
I had police following me everywhere I went. I lost my apartment. I lost my dignity. Eventually, I was lucky enough to qualify for the cute kitty cat cure to override the expression of the chitin.
Well...
It changed my life. I have my job and purpose because of it. The fur doesn't scare the rest of the world too much to let me exist. Better an otaku's fluffy wet dream than the monster from a horror VR drama from Japan.
Yeah, I get it.
My mom still can't look at me straight. Not to get even mushier, but as a kid, she would sing me a song as she counted all the freckles on my face. She hasn't let that go. You know how your folks look at you when they figure out you finally had sex or did crash? It's like that. All the time.
I am so sorry that happened to you. I didn't know.
Oh, now you're sorry. You haven't even heard the worst part yet. The amount of gene therapy I underwent exceeded the limit that the Human Protection Act allows for procreation.
Oh my god. Sterile?
So yeah, the government freaking spayed me, if it all wasn't hilariously dark enough. First I'm too ugly to look at, now I'm too screwed up to breed. Saving my own life forfeited my right to be a person.
That is fucked up.
The Human Protection Act. Ha! Apparently protecting humans doesn't include me. Only genotypicals could live in this city and truly think they're the ones who need some protection the most. In any case, I had some clean eggs frozen and we'll whip them out whenever I'm ready. Except keeping that shit on ice costs. And my insurance decided to just not pay up due to the elective nature of my feline gene therapy. So I took those bastards to court and won. And I've been doing the same thing for everybody else ever since.
Boom, bish!
So, there you go. I got cancer, super science fixed me up and left me a freak, and then the government sterilized me so I wouldn't go out and make more little monsters. And everyone else gets to be the winner by default. Happy now? How's your savior complex doing? This is getting you off?
No! I mean, I feel inclined to say this, but you're not dead and you're still fighting.
Yeah, I am. Now show me that you're on the right side. I'll be watching.
I'll do my
Break up those
fucking best.
protests, and then we'll talk.
Well, that got harsh real quick. Shoot. No! Let me talk to Caitlin! Caitlin!
Alright, it sounds like we know what we need to do next. Let's go to Market Street and break up those protests for Jess.
Can I go in?
You again? Alright, I'll let you in. But you better stay out of trouble.
Caitlin!
This is exactly what I needed to get my mind off things.
That's it.
I still feel bad about leaving our new friend like that, but there are others to chat with. We have no time to lose.
Hey, tatuks up. Fine. Where are we supposed to go?
Well, there are the protesters. I have to admit that I still find the vandalism of Hayden's apartment puzzling. The protests themselves have been entirely peaceful so far. And the human revolution, regardless of the flimsy philosophical ground they stand on, are not a group known for projecting their ideology through unlawful means. The more I research them, the more I have to admit to the statistical conclusion that we're either dealing with a deceptive covert operations scenario, or less likely, a radical splinter group. Still, I doubt it will hurt to ask around. Brian Mulberry is there in the center.
Kinda sick.
Fairlight said he was the one to talk to, and my mesh searches confirm that he is the leader of the local chapter of the Human Revolution organization. He's a bit player on the national scene, but he seems charismatic and camera conscious from the video clips I've reviewed. Perhaps we could use that to our advantage?
Perhaps. Oh, you look like Elvis. What the hell?
Hello there! Would you like to hear about the dangers of our country's unchecked use of genetic modification?
No, not really.
I have pamphlets. Here, take one.
Thanks, I guess. Yannick Fairlight said to introduce myself. I have one of his cards here.
Oh, yes. Yannick called and said something about an investigation into an apartment break-in. He didn't elaborate, and I'm not sure how I might be able to assist with this.
Let me tell you.
But if Yannick is involved, I'll do whatever I can. How can I help?
We found Human Revolution graffiti spray painted all over the apartment, and some things were stolen. I was hoping you might be able to point us in the direction of whoever did it.
Ah, well, the Human Revolution certainly does not condone such actions at all.
And now I'm starting to think they were framed.
We're a peaceful organization, and threatening people is not going to earn us hearts and minds.
Good point.
But off the record, some of our younger members can be a bit overzealous, as any hot-headed teenager tends to be.
It's not because they're part of the Human Revolution, of course not.
I'll look into this matter personally, and if I discover that any of our younger members were involved, they'll be turned in to the proper authorities.
Well, that's good, but we'll still
I'll
need
also
some,
let Yannick know anything I find out.
some clues.
Is there something else I can help you with?
Could I ask some questions about the Human Revolution?
What questions can I answer for you?
Why protest at this clinic?
Genetic modification is one of the most dangerous sciences we've ever fooled around with.
There?
It's playing God on the highest order and threatens to unseat what humanity is altogether. Cybernetics is a dangerous path as well, selling off pieces of ourselves bit by bit for mechanical strength and resilience. But at least a brain-controlled android is still a human brain, even if in a metal box. There is a reason Congress enacted laws prohibiting highly modified hybrids from breeding. Now, I do not fault the individuals who come here for treatment, many of whom are disabled and deathly ill.
But
if you ask me, Genus isn't the kind of therapy they all need.
what kind of therapy do you think they need?
However, we must take a stand against the medical research industry that would have us cast aside our humanity for their miracles.
How do you plan on enacting the social change you want?
At our core, we are a peaceful movement and seek only to convince people to vote according to the truths we reveal to them.
That's your truth.
The human revolution has faith that American democracy will win out in the end. It falls to us to make sure that people are informed about the daunting and confusing technologies they put their senseless faith into every day. On a personal level, we would like to exhort every individual to try and live more simply and reject any gadget or medicine that would make us less than we are.
I can see that, but what are the ultimate goals of the human revolution?
We hope to educate the public about the dangers of rapid technological advancements. We want to warn the country away from thoughtlessly accepting every scientific discovery we make before it's too late. We used to say that splitting the atom would surely bring about the end of humankind. But now we're changing the very things that make us human, our biology, with nothing to ensure our safety.
I'm sure there are like legislation.
The revolution we're after is humanity as a whole making the decision to remain as we were created and return to how we lived before genetic science put us on the wrong course. This world is Icarus, flying too close to the sun. It's only a matter of time before our arrogance becomes our demise.
Oh no.
Just because we can doesn't mean we should. Is there something else I can help you with?
Nope. Thank you.
Of course. If you have any other questions, feel free to come back. I always have time for the press.
You clearly missed doing real journalism. I'm impressed. I think you're starting to get back into the hard-boiled investigative journalist thing.
What are you?
Hopefully we'll get lucky enough to turn up a new lead, even if this one didn't pan out like we'd hoped.
What do you think about what he said?
I think he was considerably less deluded than my searches on the meshnet had led me to believe.
Lol. I meant if he was telling the truth.
Oh, well, he didn't appear to be lying, but I'm not equipped with interrogation sensors. You have more experience with this than I do. Do you think he was telling the truth?
Let's just say I don't think he was telling us everything.
I'll continue observing you and try to discern how to read people as we question them.
I mean, I don't know, but generally spokespeople don't tell everything.
A useful skill I find myself sorely lacking in. Lead on. Don't forget, we're still here to actually break up these protests. Let's see if we can't figure out a solution together.
It needs to be
Make sure to look around and think
done
carefully.
discreetly.
I'm sure we'll find something.
Oh, it's a weather run.
Let's
No.
not. 2's company, 3's a cloud.
Okay. It's a wave shelter so Mooney riders can keep out of the rain. Oh, fair. Break? Talk to Break. It's not looking for anything serious right now. Okay. pick up brick. Loose brick wobbles as you plumb the wall. Have it now?
Do you think it would be okay to take that?
Sure. Pull the brick out. Yeah, why not? Might come in handy for something. Take the brick, it's thick and heavy, but you can carry it around and maybe even find a use for it. I wonder if I have a... I think there is an inventory limit. Video billboards cycling through advertisements for a few different things. First the news, then a commercial for the VR drama Tomorrow's Tears. Okay, so what can I do to break this up? If I look at the crowd of protesters. A group of protesters in front of the Genius Clinic. Looks like more than a couple people are part of this after all. Well, yeah. Touch crowd of protesters.
We shouldn't go too deep into the crowd. Let's talk to more visible folks.
Yeah, I suppose. Howdy, partner. Aren't you tired of being told that if you undergo some elective gene therapy or cybernetic enhancement, you'd be better than human instead of less than one? I don't think that is the right mindset, honestly. But sure, mate. Aren't you sick of losing job opportunities to people willing to sacrifice their humanity for a chance at a quick buck? I will not comment on that. Come, support us in our efforts to put the brakes on the runway march of progress before it's too late for humanity. And you're so full of it. Aren't you tired of being told by the media that you aren't good enough as a regular human? Some holding process. We want to bring humanity back to a simpler time, a better time, before rampant usage of hybridization and cybernetics made us have to question the very nature of our humanity. There is no stopping progress. Technology is a gift, but a powerful and dangerous one to be used with care. We as a species have forgotten that. Look at Genius. Genius is one of the leading gene therapy clinics in the city. Yes, I am aware. Oh. Now and what is this? You can't buy a Hassie from the sign. You have to go inside the Hassie bar fund. Oh, okay. I don't know what it is. Let's go in. Hello.
Aw, that is the most adorable little Rom. What kind of model is it? Where did you get it? It's so moe.
Moe.
Well, I hope you did more than just say thank you. It looks really expensive. Anyway, what can I get you?
A drink and maybe some information.
A drink I can do, and I guess I have some time to talk. The protesters outside the clinic are driving off a lot of my regular customers.
I bet.
Filling up my bathroom too, jerks. So, what do you want to know?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm Ramona.
Ramona, so.
I guess there isn't much to tell. I went to college, got a degree, took out a loan, and bought this place.
Oh, great.
Now I spend my days trying to find enough time and money to sustain my VR drama addiction.
My priorities are justice, cute stuff, and magical girls. In that order.
I like that.
What else? I pretty much don't leave the store.
You don't seem pleased about the human revolution?
Look, they've got the right to protest, but I don't have to like it.
True, and also true.
Once they're done with the hybrids, I know they'll be coming for me next.
You? Why?
So I'll be voting appropriately. And if I have to unclog one more toilet because I'm an entitled, bigoted jerkface, I will lose my goddamn mind!
I would take them after you, yes, exactly why.
Oh, you can't tell? I've got a cybernetic arm and leg, thanks to an autocap crash when I was a kid.
Oh.
I also got neural links for VR interfacing. If it was up to those dinosaurs, I'd be stuck in a wheelchair right now. Or worse, depending on how far back they want to push our medical technology. It's already illegal for me to have a rocket-powered fist. What more do they want?
Is there a climate control on outside?
It does a good job, huh? Yeah, that's mine. Well, technically, it's property of Hassie Holdings.
But Hassie Holdings is your company.
We spent some mints on it, but the rest of the block helps pitch in for maintenance costs since I usually set it to patrol the whole area.
Alright.
You should check it out when we do Christmas in July.
Really?
It can cover the whole street in snow, as long as it's cloudy enough to keep the sun off. Sort of like today.
I mean, I'd like that. Get lost somewhere. Would you mind if I take it for a spin?
Sorry, but that thing cost me way too many credits to let just anyone poke at it. I would need to see some serious credentials before I let you mess with it.
Serious credentials?
You know, enough to make sure you can afford to replace it if you break it.
Yeah, I don't really have
Otherwise, no touching.
Go during what?
Sorry. Otaku speak.
Yes, I know.
I just mean he's really cute and lovable, and you kind of want to hug him forever, you know? A lot of otaku come around here, probably because I own the place. I'm used to being able to shoot my mouth off and not explain all the jargon.
Otaku, as in Japanese cartoons?
Yeah, I know it's a bit out of fashion, but I'm a history buff. The past really gives context to stories of the present. You know what I mean?
Sort of.
I've been to Tokyo twice already.
Twice? Oh my god.
The old otaku resist the new culture of the saishi in the same way their parents refuse to give up cassette tapes.
Saishi. Oh, Saishi?
Oh, sorry. The Saiba Shibigo. The Cyber Den.
Alright.
In the early
Elaborate.
21st century, Japan had an epidemic of chronic shut-ins, and the rise of direct link virtual reality only made that worse. Suddenly, people weren't just refusing to leave their rooms, they were refusing to leave their heads. But as the technology got better, the Saishi were the first to figure out how to use their own brains to sculpt cyberspace.
Oh.
Computers are good at thinking in straight lines, but the human brain is capable of so much more.
Oh, I know. Turing told me.
The best virtual landscapes, the most real VR dramas in games, are created by the Saishi. Now, even if an earthquake or a meteor or whatever leveled Japan, they still have Neo Tokyo built on the VR net. But enough babbling. If you're interested, I'm sure you can find more out on the mesh, or use an induction helmet to visit Neo Tokyo yourself.
My help.
It's a trip, especially for newbies.
I think that's everything.
Okay, enjoy your drink and let me know if you need anything else.
I mean, Oh. Oh, what if I show the business card to her?
Dr. Yannick Fairlight. I've heard of him. Super rich guy? Used to own System 1? Why are you giving me his card?
I work for him. He's looking to buy a climate control room like yours. Not exactly true, but...
Yes!
Yes.
He's getting on in years, and it would be useful for when he goes out and about. That's why we wanted to see it before.
I need a close look at it to make sure it'll suit his purposes.
Yeah, okay. I guess you can take a peek. Don't bust it, though.
No,
I scanned this card, and I swear if you break my ROM, I'll be calling your boss. Here's the RFID key to access it.
I'll be careful. Promise.
Thank you. This will surely be useful for our needs. Shall we go check it out?
Yes. I want to talk to this guy. I really do like a good sassy Hassie. Hassie Hot is also great. Touch. Pure Christmas spirit flows through you momentarily. It's the most picturesque Christmas tree imaginable. Its branches are perfectly spaced, every decoration is placed meticulously. Sweet. You buy a Hassie hot chocolate. Yum. Okay. Oh. Quickly. Mismord. Let's verify the... Oh, do I just log in? Is Turing insulting the ROM? Turing, what are you doing? Use weather ROM.
This ROM has multiple different climate control settings. Maybe we could make things a little more festive. Christmas is my favorite season. Should I switch it to snow mode?
I mean... No, we shouldn't mess with it. I mean...
This ROM has multiple...
Yes.
Maybe we could make things a little... Should I switch it to snow mode?
Sure. Yeah, turn this baby on. That's the hot.
It's snowing?
Please break out the products, please.
Okay, people, I for one didn't bring any winter wear. Let's call it a day for now.
Mismord. Snow mode deactivated.
Excellent work! While I still have doubts about the moral superiority of using subterfuge to disperse a protest, we at least accomplished our goal peacefully. And to be frank, considering how the human revolution is clearly working against my personal interests, I won't waste many clock cycles puzzling that ethical quandary out.
Yeah. Oh, it's already been 3 hours. Well, I might play a little bit more.
Might I draw your attention to those youths over yonder?
Think I'll finish this chapter and call it a...
Counterculture clothing, obvious bad attitudes, and graffiti paraphernalia. Those could be our suspects who damaged my home in the name of revolution.
I'm gonna try to check it out.
Right. We should approach them cautiously as to not start a confrontation with the wrong individuals. They may even point us to the true culprits.
I hope so.
Oh no, they've noticed our attentions. Come along, maybe we can catch them.
Oh no. Well...
We'll never catch them on foot.
Bye.
Hold on, I'm calling for an auto cab of our own.
Oh, this is
I
going to
know
be a...
it seems a great deal of trouble for such a tenuous
Chasing?
lead, but I have a hunch about them. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. The auto cab is estimated to take 5 minutes to arrive. We'll never
Too
be
long.
able to engage in pursuit fast enough to catch up to them. Perhaps we should call Tomcat.
Maybe?
Maybe they can do some bit of techno-wizardry and stop that cab.
Good idea, ring him up.
Excellent! Hold on while I connect us.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy.
How's the search for the data cache going?
Actually, that's what we're calling about, Tomcat. We may have located the perpetrators, but they eluded us and are making their escape in an auto cab. We attempted to use a cab of our own to tail them, but it hasn't arrived and they're getting away. Can you hack the cab and stop it?
No can do, little guy.
Aw.
Security on those cabs is tight, and the dang thing will shut down its external net connection long before I get in.
Damn it. Nope.
Oh, I have an idea. Sit tight for just a sec. Alright, that went faster than spit on a skillet. I did a job a few years back and had to break into the city's central traffic network. Do me a favor and don't ask why. The back door I drilled into that long ago is still wide open. I'm logging into the traffic management system now. Wait. Oh, shit.
Now what?
They may not have fixed that back door, but they did install a new counter-intrusion VI.
Oh, hell.
Oh, the damn thing is hot on my tail.
Max is really annoyed with all the vehicle controls. What can we do?
I gotta take care of this VI. I'm gonna need the two of you to handle the traffic system. Turn, I'm passing control to you.
Oh, Lord.
Hold tight. I'm gonna be doing some 2 sets of hands on 1 keyboard kind of hacking. Just push on the map and load it up on Turin's face. Sorry, Turin.
Ooh, they're on the move.
Here's how it works. Use your display map to keep track of their cab and redirect it back to you.
Okay, so we're here.
You can trigger traffic nodes at intersections so the cab thinks the streets are blocked off. Do it right, and you should be able to steer them right back to you. You just gotta make sure to stop them where you're at, or else they'll just go running off on foot. I'll put a goal marker on the map for you. You can trigger any node on the map at any time, so plan ahead. I'd say you'll have time for 2 moves every time they hit an intersection. If they go off the map, though, you'll lose them.
Like, no pressure at all.
Block every road that leads out of our grid, and watch the places with 3 exits you can't all cover in one go-around.
Seconds all cover. Ah.
Just hurry. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep this VI from messing on the carpet, and once I kill the connection, this old trick is over.
Why?
I'll tap into the cab control node they're currently arriving at. Our top priority is to ensure they cannot leave the area Tomcat's given us access to.
Right.
I'll mark the southern exit as closed first. We only have time to block off 2 routes before the autocab will make a decision and move. We shouldn't block the route back here. We have to stop them where we can catch them.
I know.
Once you get them back here, press the big button on top of the map to short wire the auto cab. Be careful. If you stop their ride anywhere else, they'll just run off. What do you think our next move should be?
Oh, don't let them move east.
Turn, I can't have you talking. It's messing with the signal.
It's up to you now. Don't let those punks escape, and don't trap them anywhere that's not here. We can access any of the control nodes in the area at any time. Plan ahead, and we should be able to get them. Got it? No!
Sorry.
No. They've exited the cab.
Fuck.
And I've lost connection with Tomcat. They must have cut the connection before the VI identified their IP address.
Well, I didn't know how to use it.
But perhaps all is not lost. I can pull images of those kids from my memory. Perhaps we can ask someone to try to find them.
God damn. Let's ask Fairlight. Skydecker seems like a competent individual.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll put the pictures in an email and send them along to him. Maybe he can look places we wouldn't be able to.
Most likely.
That's not right.
What?
I'm certain I deactivated snow mode. Incoming call from Tomcat.
Hey, folks.
Sorry I messed up.
Jess just called and told me she has a clear way to the access node.
What?
She'll get you inside, and I'll walk you through connecting me so I can access the Parallax network. That should help our hunt.
Oh.
Did you get the data cache?
No.
No luck there yet.
Oh, rats. Well, y'all will get it, I'm sure.
Yeah, lol. So weird.
But we've got to strike while the iron is hot, so it'll have to wait. I managed to trigger an alert within Parallax's network security, and they're going to be moving their logs from one secure server to another. I need y'all in place of that access node before they do. No time for lollygagging.
No problem, Tomcat.
No
We'll
problems.
make our way there directly after we return to Stardust. We can worry about the weather ROM's malfunction later. Let's go. Our mission for Jess is done.
Oh yeah, it was our mission to her. Into the Stardust Dreams. Yeah.
Welcome to Stardust.
Yes. Buried between the arcade and the VIP section, apparently being isolated far away from the bar. Dance floor and video games makes you important somehow. Oh what? I need to talk to you.
You again? Alright, I'll let you in.
I'm in. Talk to Jess.
Hey, I heard from my friends down the street that the protesters are gone. Must have been you, huh? Alright then. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt and return the favor. Tomcat said that if you got to an old abandoned access node, you might be able to find out what happened to Hayden. I called up a buddy who's on night shift for Parallax tonight. He can buzz you in. But if anything happens, you broke in. This puts us at about even. Don't think about drawing any more debits for a while. Good luck. Keep me out of your shit.
Oh, these. Skinny hybrid with green skin and pointy ears.
I'm ashamed to say I've gone on a few assy spike benders in my time. I love vintage game experiences. Have you ever heard of Overblood?
Let's say no. Dog badge.
This is the place Tomcat said we should head to.
Looks
unassuming and quiet. I'll be honest, I don't think I would be in this section of the city without Jess giving us the all clear.
Yeah, probably not.
The crime statistics are quite alarming, so let us get done with our errand here and move on to safer ground.
Good to see your self-preservation routines working overtime.
I am no coward. I resent the accusation. After all, I didn't see you arguing against doing that favor for Jess in the first place.
Obviously
but I don't
not.
feel like debating the merits of being prudent with you. Tomcat is waiting for us, and maybe we can wrap this whole investigation up once and for all.
Sure. Street art.
You know, right after we found Hayden's apartment in such disarray, I started looking into graffiti and street art more thoroughly.
And?
I have never much considered doing any of it myself, but it seems like an interesting avenue to pursue once I move beyond abstract expressionism.
Huh.
The simpler tags, visual shoutings of identity and existence. They exhibit a feeling I can sympathize with, but it's these larger pieces, riots of color and chaos, that really interest me.
Right.
Petty vandalism is beneath me, but there are other avenues for the practice. For example, did you know that Los Angeles in the mid-2030s legalized the tagging of mural-style street art on any building without requiring permission from the owner or city?
Huh. Interesting.
It was chaos of the highest degree for a while, but now the place is truly remarkable. Perhaps I will visit once this is all done with.
Perhaps. Very interesting. Yeah, sure. Graffiti is actually a symbol of gonzo journalism.
Ah, I hadn't even noticed.
I don't know
Do
what
you
it
have
means,
much
but-
experience with gonzo journalism yourself? Reporting after or during direct participation? If you do end up writing on this experience, whatever you produce would be the very definition of it. You're too close to be objective now, and you're a key subject in this event. It
True.
doesn't seem to be your usual style, but you couldn't go another route at this point, and you're in the clear as you didn't instigate the situation. I've never had much interest in the practice, but spending so much time around you has taught me to look at events in a different light, perhaps only because I can verify your personal experiences as fact.
Well, it's good nonetheless.
Sorry, I'm rambling again, aren't I? And we're on a schedule. I don't even want to think about this. What if we don't find Hayden?
Yeah.
What if we do? My memory processors are shot from the stress of the past day. It's already taken a toll on me.
Oof.
But never mind. Let's find that access node.
Let's go.
Let's find Hayden.
Yes. Yes. Road access now.
Parallax Walk, AN-19 security.
Hello?
Back.
Yes, can I help you?
We're friends, Jess?
I was wondering when you'd get there.
How good you're
You're at
ready.
the access node on Cesar Chavez in Indiana, right?
That's right.
Good. Be quick. Don't touch anything. Got it? This conversation never happened. And you're on your own if you get caught out there.
Yep, roger.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
This is it. Let's go inside, and I'll call Tomcat. This place doesn't look like it's had any maintenance in years.
It's something dark, man.
I hope the systems are still functional. Oh, I forgot you can't see in darkness. Maybe that switch over there adjusts the lighting.
Oh.
Oh, Tomcat is pinging us, forwarding video and audio.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy. Y'all at the access node?
Hey.
I'm set to slice in once Turn makes physical access.
Of course, Tomcat. Just walk me through how to connect myself, and I'll give you the necessary system permissions to use me as an interface.
Just patch yourself into the links terminal down there, and I should be able to get started.
Connecting wirelessly to it now.
Now.
Permissions granted. Please be careful in there.
Don't worry, doll. I'm an old hand at this. You won't notice a thing.
Sure.
1 sec.
2 sec.
Oh, shoot. Y'all have a bit more to do before I can get the info we need.
Why you do
This
this?
system's still running on old cassettes, and the recall slot is empty. Can't call up Hayden's info file without it. There should be a cassette on the opposite side of the wall we can overwrite with the recall program.
Alright then.
Pretty sure all that one was used for was phone monitoring. You know, from back when phone networks were separate from data networks.
Right.
I swear, y'all, I just turned 22. Anyways, we need to move that cassette across the room to access the records. Figure out how to do that and hit me back up when you've done it.
Alright. So... where to move this thing? Hanging wires.
Loose wires. Be careful.
Okay, sorry. Jesus. Random graphs and diagnostics being tracked. Okay. Modern versions of cassettes like these are a tenth the size. These aren't the cassettes you need, so don't touch. Yeah, I know I need this one, right? Can reach it from down here. There must be some other way to move it. No checklist? List of things to check to make sure that everything is running okay. Warning light. Sun warns that this area contains high voltage. Oh, utility arm guide.
According to this poster, the data cassettes can only be moved by using the links panel to control the utility arm.
Oh. Why did I do this first? Oh, supposed to click, sorry. Look on the links. Operate data transfer arm. Retract arm. Turn on? Turn on? No. Move left. Extend arm? Retract arm. Where am I supposed to put this? Oh, right. Oop, there.
Nice job.
Good job. Thanks, man.
I'm gonna put some more pressure on them to move the data now, and we'll see if we can't slurp it right out of this network trunk.
Slurp.
You would have thought that someone would have noticed and decommissioned this access node when the neighborhood went to hell, but
Nah.
this mouse is happy to play while the cat is away.
Why is this place usable for us anyway?
Way back when I was a youngin', when I first hacked into Parallax's network, I mostly did it to make a point, yeah?
Yeah.
They were just about to launch the meshnet system, and I wanted to show the whole darned world that their security had more holes in it than Swiss cheese. Of course, I wasn't too shy about poking in a few more holes of my own devising while I was there.
Wow.
After putting in some more tricky software backdoors, I went ahead and deleted this access node off the maintenance schedule. Then, I reassigned the guy who was supposed to keep an eye on it to a different location. They were in the process of buying up a whole gaggle of these nodes in preparation to set up a private network for themselves. All just to use for the meshnet launch. Maybe a little too confident of them. Most of the software holes have been patched out as they've upgraded their network, but this old place is just as forgotten as I left it.
Why would they move the data?
I've been targeting one of their data centers with a botnet-driven DDoS attack, hitting every port into its network that I can find. Ain't likely to do much, but toss in a few attempts to crack the firewall and their VIs are shitting bricks.
Lol.
It's standard procedure for them to move their sensitive data to a different data center in case the attacker actually gets in. Make enough noise and it'll scare them enough into taking some defensive action, which is where we want them.
Right.
The files are more vulnerable in transit.
Right. Let us know when you're done.
Now you'll just hold tight. I'll be done with this lickety-split.
Lickety-split.
Surveillance camera footage.
Ooh. Oh, snap. Found something.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. What is it?
Oh, Turin.
Don't say.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Hayden's dead?
What is it, Tomcat? What did you find?
He's gone, Turin.
No!
Of course he's gone, Tomcat. That's why we're here.
You don't understand.
Shit. I mean, he's gone, Turin. Hayden is dead.
Watch. How? What happened?
That obviously isn't right, Tomcat. Why would they kill him? Can you send me the relevant files? You must have missed something.
I don't think you should see it, but if you're sure.
I don't think there's anything to miss.
Parallax had security cam footage from the hallway outside Hayden's apartment encrypted on their network. Just a short clip. It looks like Hayden started to struggle with a couple of big dudes when they broke through the door and one of them shot him. I also heard some chatter about it on some darknet channels. It wasn't a kidnapping. Somebody went there to murder him.
Why?
I'm so damn sorry.
What the hell?
Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Tomcat. I think I'll walk back to the apartment. I need some time to run some calculations about this new scenario. If you'll excuse me.
God damn. Why though?
Should you follow them?
I need some time to myself too.
If you say so. Yeah, I'm gonna keep digging through this data until they kick me out of the system.
Yeah, that's probably smart. What the hell?
Find some kind of lead on why this whole thing started in the first place.
Yes, please.
Maybe I can find something out about who killed Hayden and why Parallax has a copy of the footage. It ain't much of a silver lining, but we have the answer on Hayden's fate.
I mean, it's better than nothing, I suppose.
Maybe it's time to call it quits.
Fudge.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Well, that's chapter 2 done. I'm glad I continued, man. Well, guess I'll continue until I can save and then I'll quit. Damn. I was sure this isn't the game I'm gonna want to play more about.
Oh, you're back.
That has definitely changed now because I want to know how this is going to end. How are you doing, little guy?
You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer, far ahead of his time.
Right.
I am a machine, and intrinsically, I do not have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant. But his code is a flawless replication of that, inside my own personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger.
Poor Turing, man. Poor Hayden.
It fouls my processors and fills my RAM with frustrating, half-finished plans of revenge. My motherboard burns in my casing from how little I can rest. I'm in pain, and I can't make it go away.
I know, little guy. I know.
I do not like the thoughts I'm having about the people who did this to him.
Can you turn them off?
I could. I can disable those modules.
But
if I turn off every emotion I don't want to feel, what does that make me? Would I still be me?
I think that's a fair point.
If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy.
Sometimes I wish I could turn off my emotions.
There is a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I just don't know how much of it applies to myself.
Right.
Either way, Hayden deserves my grief. It is my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely. Did you see the Jade Plant?
No.
Its death is unfortunate, but fitting.
Why did it die now? I guess I...
Yet another thing to be guilty for.
Oh, come on, it's not your fault.
Will you keep helping me? I need you.
Yes.
To find the bastards who killed my progenitor. I need to finish this.
I will definitely help you because I want to
know what
too.
I'll do afterwards, but I need to see this through.
We'll find them and the truth, Turing.
What does the truth mean anymore? What does it matter? Will finding the truth bring back Hayden? Will it fix the pain they've left me in?
No.
But I guess you're right.
But it's not good to feel vengeful.
Knowing the whys and wherefores will bring closure to this. I could use a measure of closure.
Good lad.
I think for now we should keep knowledge of Hayden's death between you, Tomcat, and I. It may give us an edge if the people we seek don't know how much we've already discovered.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll talk after you've had some time to rest. You likely need sleep, and I need some time to... I need some time.
Period. Yes, quite. Let me save. Outer sunset. 22nd of December.
Good morning. I trust you slept well.
I'm fine. What's the plan for the day?
Now that we are both refreshed, I feel it wouldn't hurt to recap our progress and determine if any changes should be made based on our successes and failures. Let's talk about how things are going so far. Since your journalistic efforts are a big part of why I originally recruited you, we can start there.
Alright.
Your inquiring mind has been a huge boost in our journey thus far. As a ROM, I can't talk to people as intently as you, so I must say I'm quite grateful for your skills in that regard.
Thanks.
You're diligent in your day-to-day work as well, which further grounds my hope in you. Beyond journalistic persistence, let's take a look at how we performed in other responsibilities, specifically our choices in overcoming obstacles.
Oh, this is interesting.
I must say, our first hurdle was handled masterfully by you, and we avoided any further issue. Great start.
Yeah. All the compliments.
Furthermore, I am pleased with your utilization of non-violent methods. Eliminating any excessive risk should allow us to move swiftly.
Oh yeah, pacifist.
Finally, I was quite impressed by your ability to adapt on the fly, as they say, and perform so well when thrust into a sudden situation.
Thank you.
I'd like to discuss how we're getting along with our companions and allies along the way. It's important. Well, those kids we ran into managed to escape us, so for now, it's a blank. Jess is a bit of a harder read, but she did agree to help us out in a big way. As long as her brash nature doesn't tempt you to lash out, I think things will go smoothly. Detective Rivers was good to involve as well, and I can tell you enjoy having a familiar face around. She could prove to be our greatest aid, as long as we make it worth her time. No funny business.
No, sir.
Tomcat seems to genuinely care for our cause, and I have no trouble with letting their expertise guide us. Out of everyone else, they seem to be easiest to get along with, too. And finally, you and I.
Are we good buddies?
I must say, we have worked together better than I ever expected. I hope you feel the same.
I didn't really have any
I feel confident
expectations.
in our combined ability, and I enjoy your company as well. Please continue showing me around the city as we continue our search.
Aw.
Unfortunately, we've just about run out of leads.
Heck.
Perhaps Tomcat was able to find something of use in Parallax's network while they were inside.
Most likely. I'm sure they did.
I hope so, but I feel a little bad for relying on them as much as we do.
Well,
always going so far for Hayden. They must have been close. Oh, speaking of them, incoming call from Tomcat.
Great timing.
Forwarding video and audio.
Morning.
Sup?
Karen, how you been doing, huh?
I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern.
Well, okay. Just say the word if I can help out in any way. You hear?
Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at. Otherwise, we're down to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had a desire to target him. But that's just fishing in the dark.
Well, I pulled a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they managed to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it.
It's alright.
A lot of it's unrelated. TPS reports, maintenance logs, juicy meat for other corporations, but about as useful as dirt to us. So, no, I don't have as much as a whiff of a trail on who's behind this.
Oh, damn.
Though, I recently got a strange request from a friend of a friend. Someone's been messing with the articles of a news organization named Augmented Eye. It seems like the network security head there is asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their reports are getting changed. The original files on their servers are untouched. In their system, everything looks peachy keen. But when you view the site from the outside of the network, things are changed up.
Propaganda.
A word here, phrase there. It's subtle, but often has a big impact on the article's tone. Someone with deep access to Parallax's meshnet is changing what's being shown.
Is it you? Just kidding.
I ain't sure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices and try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name is Zen.
Gotcha.
I ain't got the time or the desire to stick my nose that far out for a stranger, but it seems like your kind of deal.
It does seem to be a bit of a stretch. But if we have to wait for you to work on the data we've collected anyway...
Might as well. I'd be happy to look into it.
Alright, I'll pass the word along that you'll be in sometime today to stick your noses in. And I'll send y'all word as soon as I get anything worth hunting down.
Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance.
No problem, Turin. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time. You've been through some shit in the past few days.
I said I was fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine.
Oh no, he mad.
I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death. It's time to move on with the investigation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just worried. So, I'm here if you need anything.
Understood. I apologize for my tone, Tomcat. We'll be in touch.
Alright, later, Turin.
Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous. I've highlighted the COS IO Corp office building on your map.
Cool.
Also, while we were talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight.
Oh, really?
Displaying.
Greetings.
Oh, that tone doesn't sound good.
I hope you'll forgive me for a voice-only message, but I'm undergoing my treatments and would not call myself presentable for a video call. Still, I wanted to inform you of an idea I had while looking into our mutual acquaintance's disappearance. I haven't had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research. She's the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and the implants that Flower designs. Melody and I are no longer on speaking terms, so I'm afraid I can't introduce you. But perhaps the intrigue of Hayden's little robot will get you entry into her home.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope this lead serves you well. If you need anything else from me, I will be in and out of the hospital room where we met for the next few days. I will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries.
Right.
Yours, Dr. Yannick Fairline.
Okay, his tone sounded a bit off at first, but guess he's maybe.
Interesting.
Oh.
I had no knowledge of Hayden ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research. Maybe this Melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction.
Maybe.
Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason. Hopefully we can talk our way in. I have highlighted Melody's home on your map.
Oh, she has a mansion.
Okay, we can now either follow Tomcat's lead to KCOB or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home. Up to you where to go first.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna do both
Tomcat's led us
sometime,
in the right
at some
direction
point.
so far, but Fairlight has resources and his tip might end up being more relevant. It depends on what you want our focus to be on in terms of tracking Hayden's trail. Should we follow the media or the tech? It's fitting. They're the two factors that make NEO-SF so unique and wonderful. If we explore them both to the fullest, there's no way we won't be closer to the answer.
I agree. Thank you, I can finally save him quick. Oh boy. Yes. It's just gonna be Alright. Well, that was more than I actually expected it would be. It was way more interesting. So, and I'm glad I played a bit more than 3 hours. I will be playing more of that at some point when I'm finally finished all of my unplayed games. But yeah, that's it for today, and I'll be streaming more tomorrow. Tomorrow's game will be a bird story. I'm guessing it involves a bird. That's all I know. Yeah, it'll be a bit later than usual, I think. Usually I start at 3 PM my time, but maybe 2-3 hours later. Anyway, if you enjoyed the stream, give a thumbs up and maybe subscribe even for more. Who knows? You might find something you really like. Anyway, adios.